hear it all the time. Try looking at it from a different perspective. Have a more positive mindset. This advice at its core holds so much truth. However, that doesn't make it easy to follow. When I'm feeling overwhelmed, stressed, worried, depressed, defeated, insert other negative emotion, quite honestly, I'd love to see things from a more positive and hopeful perspective. I'd much rather feel that way. However, it's not exactly easy. In fact, it's actually extremely difficult to just reprogram how you see things, especially in a non-ideal situation. I can't speak for everyone, but I'm going to make what I see as a realistic assumption and say that most people would agree. Point blank, it is great advice, but much easier said than done. The smallest moments really can make the biggest impacts, and whenever I feel extra negative and not easily able to switch off that mindset, I reflect on a personal example that really hit home for me. Maybe it can help you see things in a different light also. Like I said, changing and reprogramming your mindset is never easy. However, this seemingly small memory has not only crept up too many times for me not to share, but a picture of it I captured inspired the following quote written by me. Perspective is one of the least utilized tools in life. I was walking my dog Princess one morning and noticed her cautiously approaching a patch of dandelions. It was an amusing sight. They were as tall as her and must have seemed to be very much in her way. She paused for a moment, unsure of what to think or do. A slight breeze began to cause part of the dandelions to flutter in the air. All of a sudden, she ran through them, amazed at how easily something so big could be overcome. She started running through multiple patches of dandelions, tail wagging away at her accomplishment. Here was a seemingly large obstacle, one that she questioned for a moment. Had she backed away and continued to see the dandelions how she originally saw them, literally something unknown and as big as she is, she never would have experienced that moment of triumph and happiness. This may merely seem like a cute moment that I captured, a small but fond memory. However, how often do we see an obstacle that turns out to be easier to overcome than we originally thought it would be? How often do we actually fail to do something we want due to letting the pressure and anxiety get to us? Also, even in the smallest scenarios, what do we end up missing out on merely because we didn't believe in ourselves? What beauties in life do we rob ourselves of discovering? What can I say? She is 4.5 pounds of wisdom. With love and compassion, Annie and Princess.